morning, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Untidy. My name is Matilda Green. I'm extremely overdressed for the podcast today, but that's okay. I am the mum of three and an online content creator, and I am here with my positively glowing co-host, Hannah Davison.
She's back, baby. She's
back.
She's back after COVID. I was out for 2 weeks. Wait, who am I? I'm Hannah Davison. I am the author and the co-founder of the My Big Moments children's books, the books that help your little people through big moments. Check them out, mybigmoments.com or in store. I'm the mother of two, one of which has just turned 10 today, double digits, big day.
Oh, happy birthday, Frankie.
I know, bless. Oh my God. I am the dog sitter of one Shih Tzu Bichon Cross, which is asleep at my feet. She's got very attached to me. The dog mother, an English Bull Terrier, and the hostage of two cats. Last night, we went to the beach. I was like that parent that did something cool.
I'm just being like, let's throw the routine to the wind, kids.
Yeah, I actually, honestly, being sick and trying to parent when you're on your own as well, you just feel like such a shit parent. But it was an opportunity for my son. One night was like, I'll cook dinner, and he made us all toasties, and it was just like, oh,
that's really sweet.
You know, so sweet. He got a chance to just take care of everybody, and it was amazing. So
Step up as the oldest.
I know, they really do step up. But finally, so we talked in the last episode about, I had COVID and I was doing next to nothing. Anyway, yesterday I got my energy back. It's been 2 weeks where I've just been completely taken out, and I'm not 100%, but I feel so much more myself. I'm so relieved. I'm so grateful. I'm like, health is the best thing ever.
Isn't it? And it's like the world has this new lens on it. Like we were just talking before we pressed record about how when you're like really sick and feeling crap for ages, and then you start to feel better, you're like, I'm a new woman. I am going to make the most of life, and I'm going to go outside and enjoy nature, and life is beautiful.
Oh my God,
such a great feeling.
I feel totally fucking unstoppable. It's just amazing. The contrast is epic. Anyway, so last night, because my son did this school report at some stage on the blue glaucus. Have you ever heard of that?
I have not.
Well, just ask Alex. He can tell you everything.
The blue glaucus.
Because he's taught me about these things. You just imagine them all like moving around the ocean with a little German accent, didn't you? Excuse me, please.
Come on, Hans.
Fritz has floated away. He's shedding. Anyway, I now know some things about the blue glaucus because of Alex's school report. And I had noticed that they shed these sort of outer jelly-like layers, and at about this time of year they wash up on the beach. And I'd noticed some the other day when I was out at the beach, and so I was like, guys, we should go and look for them. And they're like, oh my God, great idea. So last night I was actually feeling well enough to organize cooking dinner in time. We ate dinner and then we went to the beach. It was 27. It was beautiful.
Oh.
The sea was really calm. Heaps of people were there swimming. So the kids ran in and they had bodyboards and they were swimming and splashing around. I was hanging on to a dog I could not let off the lead because I do not trust her as far as I could throw her. She's way too frenetic. And they were just like, oh my God, that is the best beach day ever. And I was like, oh, I feel okay as a parent again.
Yeah, we've redeemed the couple of weeks where we just get by, right? Like, because when you're sick, you're in survival mode. You feel like shit. You can barely look after yourself, and you have to look after, in your case, by yourself, two kids. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. And so, you can make up for that because you're in survival mode, and then you come out, and then you can thrive again, and then you can come together as a family and just, be the cool parent again.
It's so cool. So I'm buying their love tonight.
100%.
Because it's Frankie's birthday and they love the sushi train. She's like, I'm going to eat till I explode. And I was thinking, this is going to cost me an absolute fortune.
Yeah, that doesn't scream cheap dinner, does it?
It doesn't. But you know what? It's just so nice to be able to give them a little treat. And you know what? Fuck it. I won't think
Mm.
about spending that money, but they love the sushi train. It's her birthday, and I feel up to doing things with them, and it's just going to be so nice to do something that everybody loves.
Oh, I love it. And you really look like you've got life back in you. You know what I
I
mean?
do.
Like
Oh
it's
my
just it's oozing out of
god!
the pores on your face.
And I feel like so excited about it that I'm trying not to overdo it.
Mm.
I'm like, no, I'm not going to go back to exercise for a few more days. I'm just going to go to the sauna today. I've been doing a lot of self care. I
Mhm.
did the other day. I got a massage. Yesterday, I got some craniosacral osteopathy. Today, I'm going to go to the sauna. Try not to pass out in it, and I'm just going to ease back in.
Yeah.
So it's not like mentally, I've really hated that element. But like, what have I actually hated? I've hated the fact that I haven't been in control, you
Yeah.
know, that there was a situation that was outside of my control and I just had to surrender to it. Hated it, ultimately did it.
Mm.
However, I want to address how beautiful you look today, Maddie, because you've been up since 7 getting ready. And you tell me it's a Christmas do that you're going to, but I would challenge that because yesterday, or it was yesterday at time of recording, we went live on YouTube. Whoa, wait, we put videos up on YouTube. We're now YouTube
We're YouTubers.
podcasters.
We're YouTubers. Isn't that cool? So you can watch us. You can see the action,
Oh,
which is
it's
pretty cool.
the high production value in our recording
You
studio.
see our studios.
You can see if the spare bed behind me is made or unmade. I actually had to put
Mhm.
I had a bundle of clean sheets. I'm like, I'll just tuck those away so you can't see them in the back of the thing. But have you in fact got this dressed up because we are now on YouTube?
Yes. I thought, the time of just rolling onto the couch to record with, sleep in my eye and drool on my chin is over. It's, what if we go viral? What if one of our YouTube videos suddenly hits 1 billion views? I gotta be on my best self.
No, you've got to be on brand because I intend to stay with the Untidy brand and I cannot organize myself to get dressed up for recordings. I work from home. This is as good as it gets.
We're not doing it.
We're
No.
not doing it.
No, we're
This
not
is
doing it. This is absolutely a one-off. I have a Christmas party to go to. It's 9:45 in the morning, and
what?
truly,
Oh
I have
wait,
been
now sorry, it's 9:45 now. I thought the Christmas with you were saying the Christmas party starts at
no, no,
9:45. I'm
no,
like, that
no.
is outrageous.
No, the Christmas party starts at 12, but so it's 9:45 right now. Literally, I have been getting ready since 7 o'clock in the morning because you can't get any momentum with little kids, right? There's just you got to take the moments when you can get them. So I was like, right, everyone's happy. I'm gonna start the base of the foundation, So I'd start that, and then I'd come back, cook a bit more toast. Penny needs a feed. I'm out doing that, and I'm like, right, time for a bit of bronzer and blusher. Okay, now we're back in the lounge playing a quick game of Snap, and then we're back in with the mascara. It's like you can't get any
You can't get any traction.
momentum. But I have found actually, and somebody messaged me this really nice message on Instagram a couple of days ago, which
And it wasn't
I
you're so brave. Thanks for showing all your lines and wrinkles.
yeah, yeah. Thanks for showing your wrinkly face.
I
It's
can't believe
really
you put
it's
on a
really
bikini.
encouraging. No, so usually I find it really cringe when like people share messages from people being like, "I love you so much. You're so lovely and beautiful." And people are like, "Thanks, guys." Like, thanks for sending me these lovely messages. But I did actually get a really nice message, and I do want to share it because she said, "Oh, you always look really nice in your Instagram stories, and I feel like I compare myself a bit because I've got little kids too, and I feel a bit dowdy." And I was like, oh my God, we all compare ourselves so much. Like, I look like I've been run over by a freight train in the mornings. But, I like to get ready and stuff. But I have found that, and I said this to her in my reply, like recently, I've just really committed to like getting ready in the morning,
Mm.
like properly getting ready and planning my clothes out the night before.
Oh my
I
god.
know. I
That is
know.
extraordinary.
And it has made such a difference to like my confidence and how I approach the
Mm.
day. It's made a
Mm.
huge difference. I feel like leaving the house, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to take on the day. It's just a different feeling rather than sometimes I feel like I'm on the back foot a bit if I'm
Yeah.
just like slopping around and whatever. Uh, and yeah, it's just, I mean, it's not revolutionary, and I certainly won't be putting in this much effort every day, but just a little something, something in the morning. Do my hair, maybe a bit of makeup if I can be bothered, like a nice outfit that I'm happy to wear. It doesn't have to be a bloody tiara, but just something that I feel good in. It's really making a difference to
Oh,
my
that is
life.
nice. Well, I'm still at the point of like, do you know what? If I have my bed made and my teeth brushed by the time I leave the house, that is as good
That's
as
a
it's
win.
gonna get.
I'm gonna approach the day with happiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, bed made is a big one, isn't it?
Bed made is
Bed
huge.
made, yeah.
Yeah. That is like the number one. If the bed is made, you're like, yes,
I'm
look
on
at
top of
me.
things.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
still on the back foot, but not with 100% of my weight.
Yeah, sort of half, half, half. And there's also, do you have a chair in your bedroom?
Mm.
Do you
But I don't use it
find
for clothes because I have in my wardrobe, I have like a set of drawers. And on top of that, that's where I put all the half worn stuff.
Ah,
Folded,
okay,
but half worn.
but half one, right. So I do find that the bedroom chair is quite a good what's the word? Kind of
It's a good kind of marker of,
marker for your
y-
mental health.
yeah, okay. So what's the status of the bedroom chair? We also need to check in on the chopped pillows.
We do. Well, we've lost one because the
Oh,
kids have taken it somewhere, and I cannot for the life of me find where it is. It's a big cushion. I don't know where they've hidden it. It's bizarre. So we're down to one cushion, but that's fine. But the bedroom chair is currently clear, which
oh, oh, Matty.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
congrats.
Because it's as soon as a little bit of crap gets on there, then I'm like, oh, stuff it to hell, and then I just throw everything on
Everything
there.
goes.
Like everything, life just goes
Yeah, I'm
downhill
out of
from there. Yeah.
control. There's a t-shirt on the bedroom chair. I'm going to let everything else go. It's funny how there's these little things that are markers of your mental health or affect your mental health. Like I'm getting a very strong inclination at the moment to like have a big chuck out in my wardrobe. I need to have a big turf out. I've got so much stuff that's like I don't have that. I mean, I don't have a crazy amount of clothes, but I have a crazy amount that I'm not wearing
Mm.
and that I haven't worn for a long time.
And you've got to be realistic with yourself, right? Like, am I
Yeah,
really, this is just hanging around now as surplus. Am I really going to wear it within the next year?
exactly. And so
Mm.
I think I need to have a good ruthless chuck out. And what I want to do, because we interviewed Frances Cook the other day. Her episode's going to come out in February, I think. It's great.
It's so good.
Oh, I love it.
So good.
But she was saying about one of her like challenges she gave herself was like for a whole year, because she loves buying clothes, but for a whole year she decided to buy secondhand and she's never gone back. And I'm like, I do love the thrill of the chase
Mm.
in like recycled clothing shops, you
Oh,
know?
it's so satisfying. When you get a good find, you've earned that dopamine rather than
Yeah,
just like, going to a shop and getting something off the rack. It's like you have rummaged around and found a little nugget of gold. It's
yeah.
so satisfying.
I got this awesome jacket one time, which I'm sure I've talked about it before on the pod. Got this awesome jacket one time. They're like, oh my God, this is so cool. I've worn it so much. It was $25, but it was 50% off. I got it for $12.50. I mean, the cost to wear ratio on that is spectacular. Chef's kiss.
It's
Um,
addictive.
yeah,
It's
it is.
totally
And
addictive.
I'm not a big shopper. I don't particularly enjoy it. But then the other thing with like secondhand clothing, one, recycling, which is great. But two, if it doesn't work out and you just find you're not wearing it, not that big of a deal. You haven't spent like $140 on it.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter. So I think I need to have another good ruthless chuck out. I just need to feel cleansed. And do you know what else? My second car key is somewhere in there. And it's been in there since about March. And the only way I'm going to find it is
You
by
gotta go through it all.
touching every item in my wardrobe and sorting it out.
But do you know what? Like clothes, it actually does my head in how expensive clothes are. Like they are
Yeah.
ridiculous. And like if you want to buy something that's good quality
Mm.
and is a nice natural material, like
It's
you're
really
looking at 200
expensive.
bucks, like at least.
Yeah.
And even good quality organic, like an organic cotton t-shirt, right? That's like good quality. Even that's like getting upwards of 50 bucks.
and
And
you're
it's
gonna want to
like,
wear it. Thing is, I'm not a great shopper. I'm not good with like things like makeup. I really don't know what I'm doing, and I can't be bothered putting it on, and my skin hates it. So I don't really know what I'm doing. I think I've been
mm.
doing the same thing since we were shown what to do in health class, age 14. I'm pretty sure. Like
So
I
you
need
got your
I need
seasonal
help.
colours and
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
committed.
Yeah, 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 a little bit of bronzer.
Well,
Um,
you always look lovely, so you're
oh,
doing a great job.
that's so kind. I mean, like I did think to myself, now, by the way, if you want to find us on YouTube, we didn't really finish that up.
Oh, yeah.
Just search Untidy Podcast. We've got the episode. I had like 3 or 4 people ask if the episode with JJ and Dom, if they could watch it. I'm like, oh my God, where is all this wanting to watch the video thing come from?
Incredible. Like, I would never watch a podcast, but I think a lot of people do.
A lot of people do. I mean, the joy of podcast for me is that I can do other things while I'm listening. So I don't think
Mm,
I'm ever going to watch podcasts, but apparently people do. So, and now you can. So just search Untidy Podcast on YouTube and please subscribe. We actually need you to
yes.
subscribe. And wherever you're listening or watching, please subscribe because that really helps the podcast with its longevity. So if you want to stick
Mhm.
around, subscribe, follow, share it with a friend.
Please do. And we also get a little email when
We
somebody subscribes,
do.
which
We'll
was quite,
know.
it gave me a little surprise. I was like, oh, lovely.
Do you
Linda
know what?
has
Do you know
subscribed.
what? Thank you, Linda. We see you, and thank you. Do you know what? I have a prize sitting here in my office. When is this coming out? Okay, okay, okay. We can do this. I have a prize sitting here in my office, which is a massive box of chocolate. Thanks to Whittaker's, sent us a massive box of chocolate. Maddie's like, we had a little conversation about whose house it was going to be sent to. She wasn't thrilled with the outcome. It's at mine.
I can't be trusted.
She can't be trusted.
No.
We have. Hold on. What have we got? Oh my God! I'll show it because we're gonna be on.
Oh, yes.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. We are going to choose a new subscriber from YouTube. If you would like to win things, this was actually to celebrate our 100th episode, which now is ages ago. But do you know what? Things have been going on. What we're going to do is we're now celebrating being on YouTube. We have,
This is so spontaneous. I'm just going with it. This is so exciting.
I know, we have an untidy cap. Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful untidy cat. I always get comments on my untidy cat, by the way.
Oh, good. And do you
Very
tell people that
fashionable.
they can be purchased? Just DM us.
Yes.
We have. Oh, the
Oh, she's
best
disappeared.
seller. Sorry, well, it's over there. We have the best seller bundle from My Big Moments, written by me, co-created with Flicker Williams, and Marco Palmieri is the illustrator. We've got Baby on the way, so if anyone is expecting and they
Love
want to
that
get
one.
their child ready for a new sibling, this is so exciting. We can show things now. Look at
I
this.
know.
We've got That's Not the Plan, which is to help your children build resilience. We've got Ready for School. So any kid starting school and you want to start them as a confident school kid, there you go. Oh, there's more.
Oh, God,
We
there's
have
more.
the Feel Good
Oh!
Guide by Matilda Green.
Woohoo!
And that's a limited edition because you had to rifle around your house for that.
Yes,
So
I've only got two or three copies left.
we have a tube of Blistex, which is my addiction.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
which you and like this is high value because I don't like to part with them. I like to have a stockpile. And then
Oh, my
thanks to
God.
Whittaker's,
Something's coming out of... Oh,
we have this
stop.
massive box
It's
of
huge.
chocolate. I know, and I haven't eaten it yet, so we really. But it is.
So
at
we need
risk.
to get that out of your house.
We need to get that out of my house as quickly as possible, quite
Yeah.
frankly. So, if you would like to win that incredible prize, subscribe on YouTube, and we will pick a winner.
Oh, what a perfect little Christmas treat.
Perfect little Christmas treat. It won't get there in time, let's be honest. But
No, it won't. That's not going to work, is it?
I tell you what.
Hey, you'll know by 2025, okay?
Do you know what? Here's what you need to do. Subscribe, and then there'll be a wonderful surprise when we come back to work and we draw the winner.
Yeah, so you'll just...
Terms and
there's no
conditions.
timeline. You'll just know when you know, all right?
But what a great prize.
Such a great prize.
How
exciting.
so anyone that wants to watch us and just see what I look like on a day-to-day basis and see what Maddie looks like when she's actually going somewhere.
Twice a year. Yeah.
Twice a year, and she's going through this phase of getting ready in the morning. Come on over.
Yeah, check it out.
Oh my
check out the
God.
lipstick combo. And do you know what? I also, speaking of, partying, I went to my kids' preschool disco last night.
Oh my God, how was that? Wild?
It was so fun. One of the dads is a DJ, so he was on the decks. He was remixing a bit of Baby Shark. He was remixing a bit
Oh my
of
God.
Flora's Lava. It was so fun, and it made me think, like, do you know what I need in my life is just an opportunity to just get on the D floor. So I was just like,
Yes.
out the way, kids. I just absolutely went for it. It was so fun and it was so hot and I was sweating like a beast. And I left, I was like, I feel like I've actually been to a rave. Like, I had such a great time. And I feel like Warkworth needs somewhere to dance. You want to go out at night. I want a dance floor. I want to just have a little boogie, drink and a boogie. It's all I need.
Yeah. Do you know what? There's this new fad of like coffee time raves at cafes.
What?
I don't think I've ever seen it in New Zealand, but I saw it on Instagram, and so people go and get their coffee and they just have a little dance.
Oh, I would
That's
love
what
that.
we
Well,
need.
there
Early to bed.
yes, and there was, pre-kids when we visited, our sister who lives in New York and her husband. They have, like, dawn raves, I think is what they're called. Maybe they're not
Oh,
called a dawn
or
rave.
or there's this thing called morning people, and I think they do
It's
that
that.
sort of thing.
It's
They
that,
do
yeah.
morning people.
That kind of thing, and it was, like, on a boat, and it was at 6 o'clock in the morning, and we had, like, turmeric shots and coffees, and it's, like, a full-on party, like, you get dressed up in crazy outfits and, like, have a full-on rave while the sun's coming up. It
Oh
was
my God.
so yeah, and, like, everyone's sober, just having, like, a turmeric wellness shot and a coffee, and it was so cool, so much fun, and I think there's one in Auckland. I think there's one on K Road, I wanna say.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I just but what ran through my head was how early you'd have to get up to,
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing.
it's not an everyday sort of thing. But,
But,
I
like,
respect it. I like it. I like the idea.
people are doing it before work, just, like,
Amazing.
gonna go have a rave, get yourself hyped up, and then put your corporate clothes on and off you pop, and your little Tupperware leftover lunch for the day, and and you're off.
And off you go. Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's so good. Do you know what? I went for a hot girl walk on the weekend, which I want to do with my good friend and my dog. And oh my God, Duchess, she's really getting slow. Guys, my dog is
Oh.
13. She's gone completely deaf. Um, she is really, really slowing down. So it's quite hard to go for a walk with her. And you've got to stay in eye line as well, because otherwise she's like, oh, where have you gone? I'll just choose these people. I'm like, no, no, no.
Oh,
And then you have to go over and
Duchess.
I have to do hand signals to her, like this way, come here. Anyway, my friend and I were talking about how we want to dance again.
Mm.
I used to do when I lived in London, modern jive.
That is the sweetest thing. Oh my god, just imagine you, getting down with
Oh, it
your
was
modern jive.
so fun. And anyway, we both follow this couple on Instagram that does West Coast swing.
Mm.
It's very cool. It's very fun. And kind of if you sort of know how to dance, you can do it. And so we're gonna start
I'm gonna look it up.
dancing together. She also wants to go to the driving range. Now,
Oh, yes.
I'm not much of I'm no golfer at all. I can mini golf, and that's has variable results. But I'm like, yes, let's do things. Like, let's try some new things. And I don't know if this is like the end of the year, New Year's resolution, getting just tired of the norm sort of thing. But I really want to.
Mm.
So watch the space. I've said it now. I will have to report back.
Oh, do. There's just something really magical about dancing and singing. It's like food for the soul, So
It's
you guys are listening to the calling that is within
We
you
are,
to
we are,
dance.
we are. And I've been feeling it for such a long time now that I'm like, I know that I need to express in this way. I
Mm.
just haven't
I
quite got
must
there.
dance.
I must dance. I'm sick of carrying the watermelons. But I think like having someone who really wants to do it as well will actually get me there. So watch this
Yeah.
space.
Oh,
Um,
definitely. I mean, a friend of mine, shout out Suze, she'll be listening, I think. She does adult hip hop, and I went to
mm,
her show a couple of weekends
she did a
ago.
show.
Well, so she was part of a show at this like dance academy, and they've got all different ages,
Mm,
teenagers, and she was in the adult group, and they were so good. They were awesome. Well, it was kind of like a jazz and hip hop combo, but they were
that's
so
so
great, and they
cool.
all just had like big smiles on their face, just beaming, and it was quite inspiring. It's like, I need to dance too. I need to
Yeah,
let that
Maddie, I
out on
think
the
we all need to
stage.
dance. All right, so you're
Yeah.
going to start a sunrise rave in Warkworth. Get the coffee shop on board. That cool coffee shop will do it. You know that wee one in the wall.
Mr. Grind.
Yeah, come on,
Yeah.
Mr. Grind. Come on,
Yeah.
Mr. Grind.
Do you know what? I want someone else to organize it. I'll just say that now.
Okay,
Yeah.
outsourcing it. All right, listeners in Warkworth who have a gap in the schedule.
Yeah,
Report
because I
back.
want to do it, but I cannot be bothered organizing anything.
Oh,
So,
100%.
story of
100%.
my life.
Look, we're the ideas people, you know?
Exactly. We're the big picture people, and, details can be outsourced.
Yeah. So, had a bad date.
Oh,
Dating
it's
update.
been a while.
Well, I don't want to talk about it all the time as well. I don't date that often, but I don't want that to be the only interesting thing that I do. And most of the time, it isn't interesting. Oh my God, can you hear the Shih Tzu?
I can.
I'm sorry
Whimpering.
about that. Molly, what is the
Oh.
problem? Look, hold on, I can show you. Come here, Molly.
Oh, yeah, let's put her up on YouTube. Oh,
Molly's
look at
on
her little
YouTube.
face.
I
Hi,
know.
Molly. Hi,
She's
Molly.
quite sweet. She's not my oh God, we're all tangled. She's not my, she wouldn't be my breed preference, but she is quite sweet and she's now very attached to me.
Oh, she's lovely.
Yeah, she's
Do you
quite
know what,
sweet.
Ben? I had Indian last night, and
How's it
and
going?
I'm just about to shit my pants. So I
Take
I
5.
actually
I'll
have
take
to pause
maybe
and go to
Molly
the
needs
toilet.
to go to the toilet. So let's take 5. We'll have a little toilet break.
Okay, great. See you in a
Okay,
minute.
report back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello. How did you go?
Yes, fine. Look, but something in the curry has not agreed with me, and I have a bit of an upset tummy, and I also went for a run this morning, which has
Um
not helped.
Oh God, that really shuffled things around. Was this a curry you made yourself or outsourced?
Outsourced, outsourced,
Okay.
and it's been a long time, and yeah, it's not really doing me any favors in the colon region. That's for sure.
Well, anyway, we've got that. We've got that out the way. Can we leave it in?
Yes, I'll allow it. Look, my London poo story is already on our Instagram grid. So, I
Really,
don't
this
have
is
any.
this is quite minor. You made it to the toilet for a start, so
Exactly. Exactly. I didn't shit myself. Well, this morning actually, Milo was on the toilet and I came in. I was like, Milo, are you done yet? Because I really have to poo. And and his exact words were, "You're welcome to do it in your pants."
you're welcome to.
Yeah. I know. It's like, that's all
Oh,
right. I'll give that a miss today.
oh, you're welcome to. Oh, thanks. Well, so where was I? Had a bad date. Okay, so
Yes.
this guy, um, when someone does kind of like competitive suffering, like they one up your suffering.
Yes.
So, it wasn't like I was complaining, but I was recovering from COVID when we had this conversation. And so I was kind of like explaining, how I was, blah, blah, blah. And nothing I could do. He didn't have some response for how much worse, I've heard all about his knee operations. I mean, God forbid I mentioned I needed to have an MRI on my knee. I heard all about his 8 ear operations. I heard all about
A lot.
his whatever he'd just done to his back. It was just like, oh my God. And then at some point, and he was constantly complaining about his work and how overworked he is and how tired. And I'm just like,
Tedious.
it was so tedious. And I was like, I'm just being a vessel for his venting. And then at some point, he's like, do you know, it feels really good to vent.
You're
I was
like,
like,
does it? Does
does
it
it?
though?
Does it? So, yeah, this is, those people that are just like energetic vampires.
Yes.
This is what I was dealing with. And I'm like, this is not what I am here for. No,
No.
no, no, no. What are you actually offering me? Because I'm light on energy. I can't be giving it to you in this way.
Mm.
I need out.
And I feel like a first date is a big call to vent about shit in your life. You know what I mean? Like, because first date is like you're putting your best foot forward, and you want to have a two-way conversation. Communication is key. It's
He
not
just didn't.
really the time to just have a good old rant about your back and I've had
Oh
8-year
god.
operations and
It was just
God.
an immense lack of awareness. We'd had a phone call before, and I was like, it was very one-sided,
Yeah.
basically him talking about himself, not really asking questions. And but he seemed to be relatively good at checking. I'm like, okay, we'll meet up. And no, it was just more of the same. I don't know why. I don't know why I bothered and even saw it through. When you first get sometimes when you're dating, you're like, I think this is what I'm picking up, but I'm just gonna double check. You never need to. You never need to double check. You never need to give the benefit of the doubt because what you perceived the first time was right.
That's the one. That
That's
is
the
the one.
one, and you've just got to learn to be like, cut your losses. No, this is that they've just shown me who they are and how they are. I don't need anymore.
Mm.
Anyway, so then I thought to myself, because you know how I like to use like I'm trying to figure out how to use Chat GPT to just make my life a whole lot more efficient. And a friend of mine, sometimes when she needs to have like a slightly awkward conversation or some kind of communication, she'll run it by Chat GPT to help formulate the conversation or the message. And I was like, I wonder if I can give ChatGPT a very specific brief
Mm.
and if it can dump this guy better than I can. But
And
well, let me tell you that I actually put quite a lot of work into the brief. And so I could have just written the message myself. But let me
it was an
okay.
experience.
It was an experience. It was an experiment. And so I was like, let's see. Okay, so this is what I gave ChatGPT. I want to get out of engaging in conversation with a man on a dating app that isn't curious and inquisitive about me and uses me as someone to vent to about how difficult his life is at the moment, how tired, sore, overworked, and run down he is. He engages in one upmanship to minimize my experience and assert his level of perceived suffering above anything that's going on for me. Could you tell I was a bit pissed off when I,
Yeah.
when I wrote this?
Yeah. I like it.
Despite that I'm recovering from COVID and having a difficult time myself. The conversation is boring. I'm being used as a vessel for his general complaints and as a sounding board for his challenges. I want to be polite but end the conversation and explain that I don't have the capacity to support what he needs. I don't believe we can bring each other value by continuing to engage. Suggest a kind but succinct message making it clear that I'm choosing to end our interactions and touch on the reasons above but show that I'm being accountable for acknowledging I lack the capacity and the willingness to continue to engage in a way that's helpful to him. I could have just written him a message by now.
I was going to say, like, you could actually just screenshot that and send it to him. Just be like, here's what I asked ChatGPT. Make of that what you will.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
just let him deal
So
with that.
so okay, this was basically what this is what I sent him. It's 90% what ChatGPT gave to me, and then I just tweaked the odd sentence here and there. But it was very efficient and effective. I said, "Hi, we'll call him Sheldon.
Mhm.
I wanted to reach out and be honest about where I'm at. I've been reflecting on our conversations and I don't feel I have the capacity or energy right now to engage in a way that feels mutually supportive. While I'm recovering from COVID and navigating my own challenges, I need to just prioritize connections that feel balanced and uplifting, which is primarily focusing on friends and family. I think it's important that you have someone who can truly offer the understanding and space you're looking for, but I don't feel I'm the right person for that. Wishing you all the best moving forward and hope you make some nice connections on your journey. I'm sorry if this isn't the message you are hoping to receive from me, but I think it's important to be upfront and honest. Take care out there."
You have a gift with the gentle put down.
Well, that was ChatGPT, but I do, but also
Yeah.
so does AI.
Yeah. Yes.
What
Yes.
I liked
But
about it.
but I
Go
feel
on.
like they got your tone. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
reckon that's you. That's so good.
What I liked was about, and I know he won't have read between the lines, but if you read between the lines of, I don't feel I have the capacity or energy right now to engage in a way that feels mutually supportive, and also someone that can truly offer the understanding and space you're looking for. Um, prioritize
Understanding.
connections that feel balanced and uplifting, i.e., yours doesn't.
Yeah.
So very effective. He writes back, okay, fair enough. Sorry that you feel that way. Wasn't how I thought things would go, but I respect your decision.
Oh god, like that sort of reply. It's like
It's
just
so
just say, like, okay, hey, thanks for letting me know. Great. Have a great day.
it's
Or
so tone
whatever.
deaf, isn't it?
It is. It's really tone deaf. It's almost like it's like a last jab, you know?
Yeah,
It feels like a, "Okay, bye," but
yeah.
before I go. I don't
Oh my
know, there's
god.
just something off about it.
Anyway,
Just
so
say,
he's gone, but and that was very efficient. So thanks ChatGPT for sorting that situation out.
oh god, what can't Chat G ChatGPT do?
Oh my god, I wonder if it would help with Christmas presents. Anyway, but in good news, I also have had a good date. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
what
That's
was funny about this one was that at the very beginning of the date, so we were meeting for like a coffee and a walk through the
mm.
Botanic Gardens, and at the very beginning of the date, we went to grab a coffee at this cafe, walked in, and there was my oldest friend who I've known since I was 3. And I'm like, oh, hey, and my goddaughter.
Oh, cute.
What a wonderful moment. And she just knew exactly what was going. She goes, I'd invite you to come and sit with us, but I've just got
Leave you to
so
it.
many
Leave you
kids.
to
I
it.
just don't. Just please don't. Off you go. Have fun. And we did.
Oh,
So that was good.
hey,
So
and
silver lining.
will there be a second date, do you think?
Yes.
Oh, this is very
I
exciting.
know.
Hey,
It's very exciting. I obviously don't want to say too much.
no,
But
it's not con for the pod
it's
yet.
not con for the pod, not yet, not until it goes horrifically wrong, in which case, free for all.
And then absolutely it's it's
Absolutely,
con.
it's a feast.
We'll
Oh,
be mining that for all it's bloody worth, won't we?
absolutely. Well, what else is it for, you know?
Exactly.
What's your Christmas looking like?
My Christmas, we are going to be at my in-laws' batch, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to clocking off, having a swim every morning, just living the batch life. I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh,
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, it's gonna be
Beautiful.
nice. How about you?
Well, on Christmas Day, and I just wanted to bring this up because for those people who are co-parenting, who maybe don't have their kids or maybe do have their kids, like Christmas can be sometimes a wee bit
Tricky.
tricky,
Mm,
just in terms of either it's logistics or either it's, not having your children when you want them or difficult relationships or, sometimes Christmas Day doesn't look like everyone else's Instagram reel.
mhm,
So my Christmas is going to be with my ex-husband and his new wife, with my ex-mother-in-law and her partner, with my ex-sister-in-law and her husband and all of the children. And I'm happy to be there. It will be absolutely fine. It will
mm,
be great. It's just for the day. It's not an overnight. But it still brings up some stuff for me. There's
mm.
still stuff that comes up for me which is about like, oh, is it just an inconvenience to invite me? Because my ex-husband and I, like, we both want to have time with the children on Christmas Day. And so we've always spent, if not the whole day, an element of Christmas Day together. This is the first one. He's remarried this year, and this is the first one with his wife, who actually I get along with very well, which I'm very fucking grateful for. But I'm just like, that it brings up the stuff as like, oh, I'm kind of the loose end, and they feel like they've got to include me, and maybe they don't really want me there, and all of that
Mm,
sort of stuff. So there is some apprehension, and sometimes I do feel a bit like on edge with it because I feel like I'm being accommodated. And I'm saying these things, this isn't coming from any indication I got from anyone else, and it's my insecurities, but it's also something that I feel like I've got to navigate
mm,
on the day. And it's not, because I'm very conscious of it, it doesn't necessarily always feel comfortable. So yeah, I just wanted to acknowledge that sometimes Christmas Day isn't
it's not like picture perfect
it's not picture
Christmas card.
perfect. It's not
Mm,
picture perfect. So, but also, you know, it doesn't have to be.
mm.
It's just one day. And so long as kids have a good time, that's great. And yeah, it doesn't have to be a Christmas movie. It doesn't have to be an Instagram reel. And
Take the
so,
pressure off the day.
yeah. And I don't want to go in there with like preconceived ideas about how I'm going to feel and what it's going to be like. I just want to actually focus on relaxing and letting go of
Mm.
all of that stuff and just letting it be whatever it's going to be.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, and just, I guess, focus on being able to spend it with your kids, you know? I
yeah,
mean, that's the main thing. And
exactly.
then if you can enjoy yourself too, then that's
It's
that's the
great.
bonus.
It's great. And yeah, and I think with these things, you sort of go and go, I'm just going to try and be helpful and appreciative and, enjoy what's there to be enjoyed. And I tell you what, my ex-mother-in-law is a fabulous cook. So I'm very excited about the food. Um,
Amazing.
yeah. And then after that, I've got a friend staying and we're going to go camping and we're going to get Gloria all kitted out and we're just going to go and have we're going to do a dip a day. We're going to do a dip a day challenge.
Oh,
We're going to do
I can't
hikes. We're going to
wait
read
to get in that
books.
bloody ocean.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just want to spend the whole summer in the ocean.
Oh my god, amazing. Well, this is our sign off, everybody. And Manny, do you want to say a little message for the listeners?
I do. I do. So, first of all, Bean and I put a lot of work into this podcast, Bean especially. And first of all, can I just say a big thank you to you
Oh,
for being just such a wonderful podcast partner and putting so much work into the podcast, and like the passion that you bring every week is so it's I just love you so much. You're just
I
such a
love you
wonderful friend,
too.
and
I
you're
love you
such a
too, Manny.
wonderful podcast co-host. And to everyone listening, it's been such a wonderful year with you guys and building this little community of parents and non-parents, of all the people that listen. We really are just so grateful, and I just love this journey that we're on. It really is so special. So, no matter what your Christmas looks like this year, whether it's a bit stressful for you, or whether you're looking forward to it, or whether you've got family dynamics that you're going to have to navigate somehow, we see you. I've got it too. We've people have got their stuff, don't they? But we're sending lots of love out to you all, and hope you have just the best Christmas and the best break you can get, if you can get a break. I hope you can.
Yeah. And also, I just want to shout out to anyone who works in a supermarket. You've been listening to Christmas music for a month already.
Oh,
And I
or retail in general.
Retail in general, I feel for you. I feel for you. Sending you lots of love. Maddie, you are also the most fantastic podcast partner. We have so much fun. It's such a privilege to be able to do this and make this and create this with you. It's such a joy and an
Mm.
honor, and we just love it so much, and we just can't wait to keep making more. And also, we love everybody contributing. When you comment, we read all of them. When you send ideas, we love that. When you send stories, we love that. And it just, like, we can feel you out there, and that we feel you as part of this little whānau that we've got. And it
Mm.
just means so much to have this reciprocity with you, and we appreciate all of your support, every single listen, every single like and download and comment and all of it. So yeah, we just want to send lots of love. Wish you a fantastic break, doing whatever's going to make you feel good. And just in the last episode we talked about, like, giving yourself permission to relax and take some time for
Mm.
yourself and choose to put yourself first from time to time. And so please give yourself some permission to do that. And we will see you back in 2025.
Oh, we've got a banger of a year lined up.
Oh my God, yes. And if you've got any ideas for, like, people that you want us to talk to or topics you want us to cover, please let us know. Or people have an amazing story, please let us know, because you guys help shape the show. So, if you want to take charge, get pushy. It's great. So we're going to reissue a few episodes from the very beginning over the break so that everyone's got some time just to chill and unwind and not be on the tools. And then we're coming back mid-Jan for another year of Untidy.
We're coming in hot. 2025.
Oh,
We're,
yeah.
we're going to grab it by the balls. How about that?
Yeah, why not? Little twist.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, great. All right, guys, take care. We'll see you in the new year. Have a wonderful time.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
everyone.
Christmas. Mā te wā.
thank you for listening to this episode of Untidy. If you enjoyed it, we would really love your help to support us to continue to make the show. Things you can do that make a huge difference is subscribing to the show so you never miss an episode. You can also leave us a little 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And of course, please share this podcast with your mates. It means that we can continue to build this community, keep putting out untidy episodes, and just keep doing what we love to do.
And don't forget to check out mybigmoments.com for kids' books that make your tricky job of parenting just a whole lot easier. Untidy listeners get a discount at checkout, so just pop in Untidy for 10% off your order when you check out. And lastly, we would like to thank all of the good people that make this podcast possible: Flicker Williams and Joe Rocker at My Big Moments for the beautiful artwork and design, and Maxine London Creative for editing this episode. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. We'll see you soon. Mate wa.